Om Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddhajnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Ya Devi Stuyate Nityam Vibhudairvedaparagaihi सामे वसद जिह्वाग्रे ब्रह्मरूपा सरस्वती नित्यमानन्दमनन्तमेकं शिवेति नाम्ना श्रुतयो गृह्णन्ति तस्यावतारो नररूपधारी कृपासुदाब्धिः भुवि रामकृष्णः रामकृष्णगतप्राणां तन्नाम श्रवणप्रिया तद्भावरञ्जिताकारा जगन्मातृस्वरूपिणी जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयात् इतरतश्चात्वेषविज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृतां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तगुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि सत्यव्रतं सत्यपरं त्रिसत्यं सत्यस्य योनिं निहितं च सत्ये सत्यस्य सत्यं ऋतसत्यनेत्रं सत्यात्मकं त्वा शरणं प्रपन्नाः कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। जगति माया यस्य कायाधवस्ते वचनरचनमेकं केवलं चाकलय्य ध्रुवपथमपि यातो यत्कृपातो ध्रुवोऽयं सकलकुशलपात्रं ब्रह्मपुत्रं नतोऽस्मि। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपमदितितीर्षतां तमोऽन्धं संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि मुनीनां यस्य आत्मभूतस्य गुरोः प्रसादात् अहं विमुक्तोऽस्मि शरीरबन्धात् सर्वोपदेष्टुः पुरुषोत्तमस्य तस्याङ्घ्रियुग्मं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यम्। Bhagavan Krishna was the witness of Mahasamadhi of Bhishmacharya. Now all the Pandavas went to Hastinapura. When they went, they had to console two people, old people, Dhritarashtra and Gandhari. When they went to seek their blessing, you have to imagine the condition of all the Pandavas and the condition of Gandhari and Dhritarashtra. Whatever may be the reason, see, 5 people who have killed their own children are coming to take blessings. How a human mind will accept that? What a difficult situation for the people who want to lead a dharmic life. Pandavas never wanted to kill anyone, but there was a situation where there is no other option than killing his own cousins. Then after killing, they have to encounter these 2 people who happen to be the parent also. What a dharma sankata. And for Dhritarashtra and Gandhari also, naturally there will be putra moha. Because of that putra moha alone, these two could not handle the 100 children. Because of Putra Moha, there will be Shoka. And there will be anger also. So Pandavas have to encounter their anger. Krishna knows this. So he prepared Bhima's statue. Then Pandavas asked, why you are making this Bhima statue? No, there is an utility for that. Like that, on the way, he managed to get one Bhima's size statue. Then they carried that to the Hastinapura. On the entrance, Dhritarashtra was standing, poor man, blind man, both externally and internally. All his anger is towards Bhima only. Bhima single-handedly he killed 100 children. He drank the blood of Dushasana according to his vow. That made Dhritarashtra very furious. Like a Rakshasa, this fellow has behaved. Because after killing the enemy, if you mutilate or do anything to the dead body, it's a great insult. Bhima has done that crime. So, with all anger, Dhritarashtra invites Bhima. Come Bhima, I want to embrace you. Bhima did not know all these things. He is an innocent man, that's all. Yes, Wala. Whatever Bhagavan told, that I did, that's all. Nor he had any repentance, nor he had any shoka also. So when Bhima approached Dhritarashtra in order to take blessing, Bhagavan Krishna showed a sign, don't go. Then he pushed that statue of Bhima to be embraced by Dhritarashtra. Then Dhritarashtra embraces it, and it was such an embrace, the very statue got destroyed. It was broken into pieces. Then only Pandavas understood why Bhagavan Krishna has made this statue of Bhima. Such an anger it was. He was a very powerful person, Dhritarashtra, physically. Then he started crying. Ayyo, I have killed my Bhima, like that. Then Bhagavan told, it is not fact, uncle. You have not killed the Bhima. It is a statue. I know your inner anger. Therefore only, in order to relieve you from that anger, instead of pushing Bhima in front of you, we pushed Bhima's statue. This Dhritarashtra, a very peculiar person. One moment full of Rakshasic guna, another moment humanity overpowers his mind. Very peculiar person. If you go through the Mahabharatam, varieties of human minds. This mind is very peculiar. So, Dhritarashtra was at peace now because he has expressed his anger. Then he blessed all, including Draupadi. Then they went to take the blessing of Gandhari. Mother Gandhari did not have any anger towards these Pandavas. But she was angry with Bhagavan Krishna. The reason is, according to her, Bhagavan Sarvajnaha Sarvashaktiman could have changed my children from adharma to dharmic way of life. That was her conviction. Whatever it may be, aghadita ghatana patiyasi, Maya, that Maya Adhishaha can do some miracle and change my children. But he did not do purposely. In order to complete his mission of Bhubhara, he has used my children. Because keeping Duryodhana and Dushasana alone, entire Mahabharata war happened, wherein 18 Akshauhini Sena was destroyed. So she was very angry with Bhagavan Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna here he says, already he told to Gandhari, when he went as a messenger, she requested Bhagavan, somehow or the other, change my children's mind, thought process, and stop this war. That time itself Bhagavan told, no, it is not possible. Sarvajnaha, Sarvashaktiman, Bhagavan also cannot do one thing in the creation. What it is, changing a human mind. Because that is the power of human willpower. Nothing in the creation, no being in the creation, even Ishvara cannot change a person's thinking process. He can give an atmosphere wherein he can start thinking and change his ways of life. But he cannot change forcibly, like putting down a person with all force. Like that, he cannot open the brain of the human being and pour the all dharmic thoughts, and now you are dharmwan. That one he cannot do. He tried. Samadhana, Veda Danda method he tried. He went as a Samadhana Dutaha, messenger of peace. Then Danaha, he was ready to give up the rights of the all Pandavas and asked only for 5 villages. Then Vedaha, he managed to get Karna for few moments with him and revealed the origin of Karna and told Karna, you come this side. He tried. And finally, Danda is the only way. Because they are the obstacle for establishing law and order, peace and happiness in the society. Therefore, they have to be removed from the society. If they are citizens, they would have been quarantined in the jail. Since they are in Raja's position, king's position, they have to be removed from the society. So therefore, Bhagavan also could not do anything. Even he showed his Vishwarupa Darshana, which is very durlabham even for yogis. He has shown his Vishwarupa Darshanam, showed his Mahima, when that fellow tried to arrest Bhagavan. That also did not work. Everybody was mesmerized by this Vishwarupa Darshanam. Duryodhana told, I also can do all these gimmicks. He told. So, Bhagavan himself fails when it comes to teaching a human being. Learning is not possible even if Bhagavan comes and teaches you. Please understand. If at all our mind is in learning condition, that is the greatest blessing. Because all problems are because of ignorance. The solution will be knowledge alone, whatever the level of suffering. To that level, knowledge is helpful. Suppose a person suffers with the idea that I am poor, I am poor, I am poor. The knowledge about his innate wealth, intimate wealth, natural wealth, which cannot be taken away by any being in the creation, should be taught. In Ramayana, Hanumanji was blessed with so many boons. You all know that. As a child, he went to catch the sun, thinking that it is an apple or something, fruit. In that attempt, he was hit by Indra. So, being Murchitaha, the foster father Vayu Bhagavan was very angry with the Devatas and Indra, and he refused to perform his responsibilities. He has withdrawn the Prana Shakti from the creation. In order to pacify Vayu Bhagavan, all the Devatas, including Bhagavan Shiva, Brahma, all the devatas came and blessed Hanuman. It all given by others. And entire vara, whatever he got from devatas, was taken away by one statement of a rishi. You will forget everything. Over, gone. And all have disappeared. Once the knowledge about the strength is gone, the person is completely weak. Understood? Even if he has that vara. He has that vara. The boon or the strength was not taken away from him. It was made to be forgotten. Once it was made to be forgotten, Hanuman thought, I am a normal human being. I am a Vanaraha. The willpower, the abhimana, that I could do so many things. He has done so many leelas. He has helped so many people with that boon. All have gone and he was completely down. That time Bhagavan Shiva comes and tells to Hanuman, Are, these are all given by devatas. Therefore, it may help you or it may not help you. That which is given to you by birth, that is going to be with you always. Then Hanumanji was thinking, a small child, what is that with me? Then Bhagavan points out, your body, your mind, your intellect. These three things, property of every jiva. A thinking faculty, intellect, use it. A loving mind, keep it with purity and use it. A strong body without any disability, strengthen it and use it. Like that he says. And Bhagavan Shivji teaches yogasana to Hanumanji. You know, Surya Namaskara he is doing as a demonstrator. All devatas were wondering, Are, Bhagavan is doing Surya Namaskara in order to teach, because Hanuman is Rudra Hamsha. In order to serve Vishnu, who is in the form of Rama, Bhagavan Rudra, Shiva alone taken the form of Hanuman. So Rudra Amsha, in order to teach Rudra Amsha, Rudra was performing, demonstrating yogasana. I was wondering, what a wonderful teaching it is. Really, these three things we got by birth. Nobody can take away this one, this property. This is the grandest property. If an ordinary person is told, naturally, he will be involved in disciplining it, maintaining it with purity, and using it with all vichara. Understood? So, the knowledge about his innate capacity removes the sorrow of being poor, being incapable. Everyone suffers either because of superiority complex or inferiority complex. So when a person suffers because of inferiority complex, his strength has to be told. And Vali was suffering because of superiority complex. Mahantam Vali, he says. Nobody gave that title, but he himself gives this title to himself because he could manage this Ravana because of his power. Ravana's power will work only with other beings other than human being and Vanaras. And that also given. Understood? That also given. That also is going to fail. When he confronted Vali, that failed also. Vali has given a title to himself, Mahantam Vali. That is in superiority complex. That power is not working with Hanumanji because they are all contemporaries. So when a person is with superiority complex, he should be told, this is the limitation of your strength. Be humble. There also knowledge alone. When a person suffers because of inferiority complex, There also knowledge is the solution, pointing out his own innate strength. So the Shastra has so many characters and stories. If you go only by story, you don't get anything. But if you probe, that is called Shastra Vichara. You probe into that story with the guidance of the elders. If you probe, then you get. Here, Gandhari was a blessed woman. Dhritarashtra was a blessed person. But unfortunately, Dhritarashtra had inferiority complex. Only one problem for him, but he could not see the world. That's all. So that has created entire Mahabharata. This inferiority complex of Dhritarashtra created entire Mahabharata. Adamancy and idiocy of Gandhari has perpetuated the inferiority complex of Dhritarashtra. She should have been the strength of the Dhritarashtra. Because of her idiocy, she decided to tie her eyes. She decided to not to use the pramanam which was given to her by nature. If a person doesn't use the pramanam, what is the result? This is the result. Not only your life is destroyed, people who are around you, their life also will be destroyed. These are all the teaching. But human being doesn't understand all these things. And Gandhari was, even though she was a sati, pativrata, still she had this problem. She thought Bhagavan Krishna is the cause for the death of all my children. See? Where Bhagavan comes. Normal person thinks like that only. Bhagavan has taken my child. Many say, Arey, Bhagavan doesn't have any work. He has to manage the entire creation. How many grahas are there? How many nakshatras are there? How many lokas are there? We don't know. But he knows he has to manage everything. Yes, so many Brahmandas are there. Each Brahmanda will have one Prithivi. One earth will be there. Prithivi means it is a place to live for the jivas. How many jivas, how many Brahmandas, and how many Ravanas, how many Rakshasas are there? He has to manage all this. He is interested in taking your son and putting you into trouble. This is the complaint. Ordinary petty mind. When a person complains, I got all the suffering in spite of going to temple, doing archana with 2 banana and coconut. Then another fellow comes, yes, your God is not a God. You come to our God. All problems, petty mind. If you go through the Shastra, you will understand what a grand structure, what a capacity is given to a human being. He can make his life or mar his life. Even Bhagavan cannot do. That's why Swamiji used to say, you are the maker of your own destiny. You understand? Jaisi karma, vaisi bharni. In Hindi they will tell, as your action, so your life, so your experience. If you find that your experiences are not fulfilling, happy affair, then change your action. To change your action, you have to change your attitude. To change your attitude towards life, towards yourself, towards others, you have to make use of the Shastra. Open your eyes and see what it is, what life it is. So there is no point of complaining about our suffering because we are the cause of suffering. Our actions are the cause of suffering. While going through that suffering, if a person accepts his mistakes and surrenders to the Lord, Bhagavan shows the way. Gandhari could have done that. Dhritarashtra could have done. Because Dhritarashtra was there as the witness of Bhagavan's message. As when he came as the messenger, Bhagavan requested Dhritarashtra, don't consider 100 versus 5. Consider 100 plus 5. But that fellow never heard that, never took into this mind. That's why even in Gita, first chapter, Mamakaha Pandavaschaiva, he says. Kim akurvada Sanjaya. Dharma kshetre kuru kshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha Mamaka Pandavaschaiva. These 100 are my people. 5 are separate. Bhagavan told 100 plus 5, you can rule the entire creation, world. 100 verse 5, you are destroyed. He told, but nothing entered. Putra moha and lobha, rajya lobha, made him to be a blind internally and externally. At least now they could have surrendered. No, they will not do that. Yes, punya karma must be there to do that also. Gandhari was very angry and she gave shapa to Bhagavan. See, what an arrogance. She was a pativrata. Because of her disciplined life and loyalty towards the husband, she has gained some power, which she misused last day to give her son power to fight. That was a misuse. Being pativrata, she should have been informed woman to tell to her son, no, in spite of all warning, you went for war, adharmic war, you should die in that war, she should have told. But she was trying to protect Duryodhana. That itself was adharma. And one more adharma she does here, she gives shapa to Bhagavan. What shapa, you know? Like my Kuru Vamsha was destroyed, Kuru Vamsha was not destroyed. Still 5 people are there. Still 5 are there. Pandavas are there, then Parikshit is there. Like my Kuru Vamsha was destroyed. According to her, Kuru Vamsha means 100 children. See the problem. Like my Kuru Vamsha was destroyed, your Vrishni Kula also will be destroyed like that. And for Bhagavan, it was a blessing in disguise. For a wise man, anything is a blessing. Bhagavan being Adi Guru, wise man. He told, thank you, auntie. Then everybody wondered, what? She is giving a shapa for Kula Nasha. Everybody was stunned by that curse. Bhagavan told, thank you, auntie, like that. Then, after giving shapa, she started crying. I have given such a curse. You are innocent man. And your Kula is innocent. They are not at all involved in this. So, for their destruction, I have given shapa. Like that, she was worrying. Then Bhagavan goes and consoles her. Don't worry, auntie, your shapa will be taken care of. I will use it in a nice way. He uses that shapa. When Vrishni Kula becomes adharmic, after 35 years, Vrishni Kula is going to be adharmic. Because of power, prosperity, they also were affected by ahankara. So they do sadhu apachara. For sadhu apachara, there is no remedy at all. They have to die. For all shapas, for all apacharas, there is prayashchitta. Only sadhu apachara doesn't have prayashchitta. So Vrishni Kula also were involved in sadhu apachara. So sadhus gave shapa. In order to fulfill the shapa of Gandhari. So many things happen in our life. Behind this happening, so many things are there. We are not aware of that. If your life is Ishvara Anugatam, if you have surrendered to the Ishvara, then he will guide you and manage you to take away from all difficulties, or he will give you the strength to handle that situation. But humanity is not that much devoted. As long as the humanity does business with Bhagavan, Bhagavan will tell, all right, follow the business rule. What is the business rule? Jaisi karmi, vaisi bharni. As your action, so the result. As you sow, so you reap. That is the business rule. Follow it. So, wonderful teaching it is. And Gandhari, Dhritarashtra are very good teachers for us. How we should not behave in our life, they taught. Bhagavan accepted Gandhari's curse and pacified Gandhari. They have performed the Shraddha ceremony for all the departed souls, including Karna and Duryodhana, Dushasana, like that. Then they were ready to get coronated. Now Yudhishthira is with all clarity because he has gone through the class, marathon class by Bhishmacharya. Ajada Shatruhu means Yudhishthira doesn't have klesha, mental confusion with regard to his coronation because he refused to be coronated. Now he is ready to be coronated. Bhagavan made Yudhishthira to perform Ashwamedha Yaga and did Pattabhishekam to Yudhishthira. At the end of the Pattabhishekam, Bhagavan cried and trying to wipe out his tears. Mother Kunti observed this. What is this fellow is doing? Why he is crying? And tried to hide from other side. He is wiping his tears. Why he is crying? Then he pulled Bhagavan separately and asked Bhagavan, when we were crying, you are wiping our tears. Now we are happy. You also naturally should be happy person. Now why you are crying like that? She asked. Then Bhagavan told, Auntie, this is not the tears of sorrow or suffering or sadness. This is Ananda Ashru. This is the tears of happiness. Oh, what made you to shed tears? That much happy you are. Yes, Auntie, because today only I am relieved from my debt. He told. Debt? Yes, by making Yudhishthira as a Pattabhishiktaha, as an emperor, I am now free from the debt. Debt to whom you had? To Draupadi I had debt. Acha, what she gave you? Then Bhagavan says, Riname tat pravruddham me ratayan napasatvati ye govinde dishukrecha krishnamam duravasinam. Bhagavan says, Auntie, I had a great debt towards Draupadi because of her devotion and Nama Sankirtan. When Mother Draupadi was in that difficult situation, being humiliated by Dushasana in the Sabha, in order to protect her honor, she surrendered to Bhagavan Krishna. That you know. That time, she cried and surrendered. Govinda Dwaraka Vasin Krishna Gopi Janapriya Kauravai Paribhutamam Kimna Janasi Keshava Ye Natha He Rama Natha Vrajanatha Artinashana Kauravar Namagnamam Uddharasva Janardhana Krishna Krishna Mahayogin Vishwatman Vishwabhavana Prapannam Pahi Govinda Kuru Madhye Avadhitati. In these three shlokas, he has mentioned Bhagavan's Nama 15 times. Govinda, Dwarakavasi, Krishna, Gopi Janapriya, Natha, Ramanatha, Vrajanatha, Artinashana, Janardana, Krishna, Mahayogin, Vishwatman, Vishwabhavana, Govinda. Like that 15 times she utters Bhagavan's name and asks for protection. This Nama Sankirtanam made Lord to have a depth towards that Jiva Draupadi. So therefore Bhagavan says, because of this prayer, I was having depth towards Draupadi. One prayer make you as a debtor? Yes, because that prayer is full of Shastra Jnana. The prayer is full of devotion and knowledge. What is that? To pray to me, Jiva should have the knowledge that Bhagavan is Sarvajnaha. He knows everything. I need not tell this is what happened in my life. So therefore only she says, Kauravaihi paribhutam mam kim na janasi he Keshava. I am humiliated by these Kauravas. Don't you know that? That means what? I am Sarvajnaha, she knows. Then I am Sarvashaktiman, she has to know. Without coming, I can help. Without handing over, I can help. Without using my legs, without using my hands, I can protect. So, I am Sarvashaktiman, can help anyone. That is why she says, E Dwaraka Vasin. She knows that, according to her human knowledge, what is the idea? He is a Dwaraka Vasi, staying in Dwaraka. Then, from Delhi, you are crying. Will the cry will reach Dwaraka, Gujarat? It will not go even half kilometer, however much loud voice you have. In those days, there is no mobile phone facility also, no internet connection. But they are connected always. So she says, hey Dwaraka Vasi, Gopi Janapriya, how he invokes it. See, every name has a meaning. Are you meant to protect only gopis? Am I not one among them? One among your devotee? Am I not a mother to be protected, to be qualified for your protection? Hey Natha, all these 5 Nathas are sitting. Natha means husbands. That real husband is who? For every Jiva? Bhagavan. Because Jiva is like Prakriti only. Real husband. That is why in every Hindu ceremony, marriage ceremony, first who is marrying, original Narayana marries a girl. Then only this next duplicate Narayana ties the Mangalya Sutra. So, hey Natha, Ramanatha, Lakshmi Natha. Ramanatha means Lakshmi Natha. Vrajanatha. Entire Vraja, you are the Natha for entire Vraja. Vraja means Vrindavan. Arti Nashana. Kauravarnava Magna Mam. I am overpowered by the ocean called Kauravas. Uddharasva Janardhana. When she prayed like this, she had this beautiful knowledge and faith that I will come and I will protect. And not only I am Sarvajnaha, Sarvashaktiman, she knew that I am Sarva Dayalu also. She was not having any doubt in my Dayalatva, because imagine an ordinary citizen is troubled by a police. Suppose he shouts, hey Prime Minister, where are you? Or he telephones to Prime Minister, suppose. It reaches. Or President. Will he have the faith the Prime Minister will come and protect? Because Prime Minister has a lot of things to do. Even if your prayer reached, your application reached, will you have the faith that he will respond? How many thousands of letters would have been there? Whether he has seen or not, whether he will have the compassion to help or not, you will have doubt, na? This doubt Mother Draupadi did not have. She was very confirmed. Bhagavan will help me. That is why she did not ask help from any of her husbands. She never asked. Even once she did not try. She saw them and understood what is their condition. Useless fellows. Useless fellows. All their powers, all their qualities are useless. Because they have given promise to the wife while marrying that I will protect you. All humbug promises. Understood? Such a divine people, dharmic people could not save their wife. And ordinary husband will save the wife. Nothing will happen. Only Bhagavan will save. This is the teaching of Mahabharata. Hold on to the Lord. In what form he will save, that is different. But he alone will save. With this faith that I am Sarvajnaha, Sarvashaktiman, Sarvadayalu, she prayed. Therefore only I protected her. Okay, that is enough, over, na? No, auntie. She addressed me as Dwaraka Vasin. So I could not come directly and give her full protection. So I had to send whatever is required for her honor. The cloth, the saree, through parcel. First parcel service. Bhagavan only did, first parcel service. I had to send the material to protect her. But I could not protect her totally. After this incident also, they were sent to Vanavasa and Ajnatavasa. If I would have come directly, then and there itself I could have finished all fellows. Since she addressed me as Dwaraka Vasin, she put a chain on my legs. You stay there, don't come. If you come, you will destroy all people immediately. That is not the thing which I wanted now. I want only my protection, not their vinasha. See the compassion of Mother Draupadi in that condition. If she would have prayed, hey, come and finish these fellows all, including my husbands. What is the use of their presence? Bhagavan would have come. Because she is not an ordinary person who was born in womb. Mother Draupadi was born from the Agni as a young lady, not as a child. Agni Bhuta she was. So divine person. Her prayer would have been immediately answered. Like Devata's prayer are answered. So Bhagavan says that because she told her, hey Dwaraka Vasya, I could not come. Since I could not come there physically, personally, these fellows managed to make the Pandavas to go to Vanavasa. Even in Vanavasa, when I came on the 13th day, I saw Bhima and Arjuna was ready to fight, go for fight. 13th day of Vanavasa. That time I supported these two fellows. Yes, like that. But when Yudhishthira surrendered to me, Bhagavan, you have to protect me also. You have to protect my Satya also. When he surrendered, that very surrender was an obstacle for my action towards the adharmic people. So I had to wait for 13 years. And in that 13 years, how much suffering I have gone through, auntie? Pandavas and Draupadi had gone through suffering. But why should I have gone through suffering? Because of this prayer, I had a debt. To fulfill that, I had to do all types of menial jobs. All types of menial jobs. I went as a messenger. And I saved them from Durvasa's shapa by eating Uchishta. It was Uchishta. Sarvajna, Sarvashaktiman has taken left out food so that the Bhakta will get the protection from shapa. Sarvashaktiman had gone as a messenger. And that fellow never respected me and wanted to arrest me also. Somehow I managed to show my some magic and got out of that fellow. Otherwise, that fellow would have been arrested me. Finally, this Arjuna came and surrendered to me. You be my driver. See, imagine. That is why one Acharya was very angry on Arjuna. I am searching for this Arjuna like that. In Mahabharata itself it comes. Krishna and Arjuna were traveling towards someone else. One sadhu, one Mahatma was very angry, keeping a sword in his hand. And when they asked, why you are so much angry, for whom you are waiting for, whom you want to punish like that? I want to punish Arjuna. Then Arjuna, why? That fellow made my Bhagavan as a chariot driver like that. He was angry. So, even after becoming the Vedanta Guru, that fellow made me sit in driver's seat only. I was allowed to be with him as Nirayuddha Bani. He could have made me to sit with him or stand with him, appointing somebody as a driver, but that fellow did not do that. So that also is a humiliation in the name of bhakti. In the name of bhakti. I have gone through all these things because of this Renam. Saved Mangalya of Draupadi. You know that story from Bhishmacharya's vow. And I gave up my word. I became Asatyavan in order to protect Draupadi only. And I have to face all types of criticism and scoldings from Duryodhana and Karna and others. Even Dronacharya scolds, Bhishmacharya scolds. All these humiliations I have gone through, all these menial jobs I have done for fulfilling one rina, one debt. And now it is over. Therefore only Ananda Ashru. Therefore only Ananda Ashru. A single Nama Sankirtana of Draupadi made me to do all these things. Draupadi Sharanagati made me to struggle like this. Now it is over. Therefore only I am happy, and because of happiness I shed tears. So from this incident what we know? If you want Bhagavan with you in your life, there is one sadhana. What it is? Nama Sankirtan. And behind this, there is a philosophical explanation given by Acharyas. What is that? Draupadi is a representative of a mind of a jiva. Draupadi is mind, and Pandavas are Pancha Indriyas. Pandavas are Pancha Indriyas, Draupadi is the mind. As the mind is handling and have access towards all the Pancha Indriyas, so Draupadi also was handling these Pancha Pandavas. And so the Kali Purusha wanted to affect the Jiva. Jiva being divine cannot be affected directly. Jiva is Amrita Putraha, divine, cannot be handled directly. Understood? So the Jiva is affected through the mind and sense organs. That is why every individual suffers because of this only, not because of his Jivatvam. His Jivatvam, which is enclosed with this mind, body, Indriya complex. When he says, I am, if you stop with that, I am, nobody is there to bind him. But when he says, I am, what he means? I am body, I am sense organ, I am mind. Understand? So this identity is innate, ingrained in his personality. Therefore, all the situations affects. Whatever situation is for mind and for sense organ and for body is taken as one situation, one's condition. So Draupadi is a representation of human mind. Pandavas are representation of Pancha Indriyas. Understood? The Kali Purusha affects them. Arishat Varga they call. There are 6 enemies for this Jiva. And they don't directly attack the Jiva, they attack the either Indriyas or the mind. Understood? Indriya also cannot be touched directly without the connection of mind. These are 6 enemies: Kamaha, Krodaha, Mohaha, Lobaha, Madaha, Matsaryaha. Jayatratha is the representation of Kamaha. He approached Draupadi with that idea when they were in Vanavasa. Understood? Jayatratha was representation of Kamaha. Duryodhana was representation of Krodhaha. Because she told some words, Andasya putraha abhi andaha. So that made him very much angry. He conspired against Draupadi. Then Dhritarashtra is the representation of Lobhaha. Dhritam Rashtram Yasya. I will never give up that Rashtra Patitva, that Raja's position at any cost. He never gave up. He did not give it to Duryodhana also. He was the king as long as the war was finished. So he is the embodiment of Lobaha. Then Shakuni Mama is the embodiment of Mohaha, confusion. Always he will confuse others' mind. Understood? By his conspiracy, he confused the mind of the people. Then Dushasana is the representation of Madaha, arrogance. He did not think twice that I am going to touch my elder brother's wife, who happened to be respected as mother herself. That ahankara will make anyone to do any atrocity. So Dushasana was the representation of Madaha and Karna was the representation of Matsarya, jealousy. He was the fuel for all these fellows. Whenever they are down, he will come and stand in front of them. See my power. There is a Kavacha, Kundala. Like that, he will create false hope in their mind. When Shakuni Mama tried to avoid the war, Karna will instigate for war. These are all wrong method, these are all adharmic method, and I have Kavacha Kundala, I have all the weapons, I am the Shishya of Parashurama. Like that, Karna will instigate for war. Why? Matsarya, jealousy. He could not stand the glory of Arjuna. He wanted to prove himself. His mind was full of jealous. Therefore, in Kuru Sabha, when Duryodhana won over Draupadi, this Karna only told, she is wife of 5 people already. What is there if she becomes wife of you also, like that? This fellow only told. Because in his mind, that humiliation which was gone through during the Swayamvara, Draupadi refused him. So that was there. So see how the human mind works, you see. That's why we should be very careful in dealing with others. A simple statement can make them as our enemy. We don't know at all what made them as enemy. A simple statement. She told, you are not a Kshatriya, therefore I cannot marry you. That's all simple. However much talented you are, this is Swayamvara meant for Kshatriyas only. She did not tell that you are Nicha Kula or nothing she told. She told, you should not have participated in this competition which is meant for Kshatriyas. We thought you are a guest, come along with Duryodhana. When Duryodhana tried, I never objected. But when you come to try and hand over me as the gift to Duryodhana, then my self-dignity doesn't accept it. If you would have assured me to marry, at least I could have considered your participation. Very funny things In Mahabharata, so many situations comes which makes so many situations, like our life only. So handling everything sophisticatedly, or what you call peacefully, is a great task. Handling our life situation peacefully, without fear and with dharma, is a very great task. That is why our elders say, daily you surrender to the Lord. Begin your day with the Lord. Pray to Him to be the companion for your daily life. But what we do? 45 minutes, half an hour, one block, time block, prayer time. You will put it. In that itself, masala vada will be there, dosa will be there, cooker sound will be there. Everything will be there. So we should surrender daily to the Lord and pray to the Lord, Bhagavan, you be my companion so that I will not violate any dharma and I will go by your protection and guidance. Because we are in jail, please understand, human life is a punishment. Very individuality is a punishment. Vyaktitva is the punishment. Nothing to be happy about our life. And nothing to be sorrow about our life also. Beautiful situation it is, you know. You are not happy, you are not sorrowful. That situation you should enjoy. I am neither happy nor sorrowful. Imagine how it is. You experience it in your sleep. You are free person, because happiness and sorrow belongs to mind. When you tied with your mind in Jagrata Avastha, all affects you. While living itself, in Jagrata Avastha itself, you hand over the mind to the Lord. Then you are free. You are neither happy nor sorrowful. No situation makes you elated. Some people are at the top of the world one day, at the bottom of the world on the same day, night, evening or something. That sensex, like that they shout. Share has increased. How you, like that they tell. One company share increased, another company gone. So whole day, ayyo. What life it is? What life it is? So these Arishat Vargas, the 6 enemies, affects the Draupadi mind and makes all the Pandavas, Indriyas, ineffective, useless. Because once mind is caught with this Arishat Vargas, 6 enemies, Indriyas cannot do. Indriya have to follow. Only one way for the Jiva to release his mind from these Arishat Vargas enemies and to release the bondage of the Indriyas, only one way. What is that? Hey Krishna Govinda Nama Sankirtan. This is the teaching of this incident. So Mother Draupadi exemplified that sadhana. Whenever your mind is trapped by these Arishat Vargas, Shat means 6, Ari means enemies, 6 enemies, 6 terrorists. They are the real enemies for every individual, which are perpetuated and fed by us. The joke is, they are enemies, but we consider them as friends and we feed them also. With that feeding, they get strength and they beat us, and that time we cry. After crying also we feed them. Cryingly we feed them. Then they get strength, more strength. Then they beat. Again cry. What it is? This is called samsara chakra. Only one first step, very important first step for every jiva to get away from the suffering is Nama Sankirtan. Bhagavan Nama Sankirtanam. Bhagavan's become a debtor. Rinavan, Rinamedat Pravruddhame, Ratayan Napasatvati. Hey Govindedi Chukrosha, Krishna, Mam, Duravasin. So this is the teaching of Yudhishthira Pattabhisheka. Having done Pattabhisheka, Bhagavan lived there for some more months, because they requested him to participate in the celebration, because it's a great celebration. Now law and order is established in the society. A person like Yudhishthira has become the emperor. So he also requested Bhagavan, please stay with me so that I can get some guidance from you. So Bhagavan stayed. After a few months of stay, Bhagavan wanted to go to Dwaraka, because his samsara is there, personal samsara. There he had to handle this Vrishnikula. So he wanted to go there. When he announced his decision, everybody was unhappy, because nobody wanted to give up the company of the Lord. So Bhagavan's departure we will see in the next class. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam Navam Tadeva Shashvan Manaso Mahotsavam Tadeva Shokarnavam Shochanam Drina Yaduttama Shloka Yashonugiyate Gopika Jivana Smaranam Govinda Govinda.
जाके सिर मोर मुकुट मेरो पति सोई शंख चक्र गदा पद्म कंठ माल होई शंख चक्र गदा पद्म कंठ माल होई मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरा न कोई मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरा न कोई तात मात भ्रात बंधु अपनो न कोई तात मात भ्रात बंधु अपनो न कोई अब तो बात फैल गई जाने सब कोई अब तो बात फैल गई जाने सब कोई मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरा न कोई मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरा न कोई संतन संग बैठ बैठ लोक लाज कोई संतन संग बैठ बैठ लोक लाज कोई लाड दही कुल किया न क्या करेगा कोई लाड दही कुल किया न क्या करेगा कोई मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरा असुवन जल सिंच सिंच प्रेम बीज बोई असुवन जल सिंच सिंच प्रेम बीज बोई मीरा प्रभु लगन लागी जो होई सो होई मीरा